Good morning. El Jefe here. I decided this morning I'd go ahead and check the box of taking some soil samples. So I'm getting ready to go out here in this little section of the sunflower field, and I'm going to take 3 different soil samples. Alright, so I got them mauled. You're probably wondering why. I got a piece of PVC, I got a couple buckets, and I got a gardening spade. So we're going to go out here and take some samples. I'm going to try with the PVC first. I thought that might be a good thing to do. It says take a sample 6 to 8 inches down, 10 or 15 different locations. So we're going to start down here on the east end, and I'm going to take the PVC, hold it in the ground, knock it down. Well, I was hoping it was going to hold it. So I've got a sample in the PVC, and I'm going to bring it over. I'll drop it in the bucket. And I'm going to do 7 or 8 of these in different locations. Right down here where the sunflowers kind of start to look a little better. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Seven. Man, I'm a little wore out. Alright, so we got one bucket here. This is going to be field 2, the east end. Going to walk up here about to the middle of this bad section of field, and somewhere right in here, and I'm going to take 6 or 7 samples on this one. Start over here on the edge and kind of work my way across. As you notice, I'm having to tilt the PVC over because the ground's so dry, it slides right out. If it had a little more moisture in it, I think it would probably hold in the tube a little better. But if I didn't have this mauled, I wouldn't be getting the PVC in the ground. Whoa. I'm not a lumberjack. That ground is getting hard. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe a softer spot. bucket is from the east side of the field. So we're going to come out here. We'll come right in this area. And what we've got here so we've got 3 soil sample boxes that I picked up from the Agricultural Extension Service in Burgaw. They're labeled for sample IDs F2ESF, F2MSF, F2WSF. So we're going to take the east bucket first, and let's see if I can assemble this box. I don't know. I didn't do very good in crafts when I was little, but it's got some assembly instructions. And we're getting there. Alright, so we kind of got our box somewhat assembled, and it tells me here in the instructions to collect 15 or 20 samples. If it's a plow field, 8 inches deep. If it's a no-till field, undisturbed, or lawn pasture, what have you, 4 inches deep. And then it says to fill the box to the red line. So you got these samples. This is the middle with the spade. So we're going to come over here to the east, and we're going to kind of just mix these up, break down any clods we might have. It's way more soil than this box is going to take, but you're just trying to get an average sample of across the area. If you just go to one spot, then you know it may not be uniform. This is going to kind of guarantee that we get a little bit of a uniformity anyway. So we got it mixed up now. It says do not put it in a bag, just put it in the box. I've already filled out with a permanent type pin on the box for the sample, so that it doesn't, the pencil might smear off or something. So then I'm just gonna, don't take much really. Said fill it to the red line. That's where we're at. So that's her. The box is filled up to the red line, and then we're just gonna, yeah, it says close 2, close 1, so we'll take a bet on which one goes first. Since it says 1, I'm going 1 first and 2 second, right? That would make a logical guess anyway. There we go. Soil sample 1 is complete. I've got a sheet of paper over here that I filled out. It's got my name, address, email, phone number, the date that I did this, the county, and how many samples. And down here on the bottom, it's got each sample. If I put lime in the field in the last 12 months, and then what type of crop I plan on having in the field, and there's a crop code on the back side. Morning, LFA here. Of course, the GoPro SD card's full, so it's kind of cut off on me. But as I was saying before I finished and the GoPro cut off, on this form that I filled out for the soil samples, there's a section in there that says field crops, and it does have a listing for sunflower, and that code is 011 or 011. So on the sheet over here, that's kind of what I put. So we got our 3 samples there. We got our sheet filled out there. The tools I use, buckets, clean buckets they asked for, a spade, the extra soil we're just going to chunk out in the field. I used a piece of PVC. The ground was hard, so you know, digging in it would have been tough with just a spade. And of course I use a maul, or you could use a sledgehammer, anything that's got some weight to it, to drive it down 6 or 8 inches and get your soil sample. So here we are again, just to kind of go over for those of you that are new to the channel. These sunflowers were planted back in April 6th. They have gone through the entire life cycle, from germination, their growth, to their flowering stage, and now they're out of flowering stage, and they're basically starting to, the seeds matured and the plants are starting to die. But this section of the field that you're looking at here is one that the sunflowers never really got established well at all. And something that I had talked about or thought about in the past years was, you know, soil samples. Well, this year, given how upset I was with a section of the field looking in this manner, and the production and the population, and I just want to know what's going on, to see if it's possible for me to do some farming practices to make this area of the field and maybe the overall field more uniform and better. So we'll see. This field has had sunflowers in it for a long time, year in and year out. Nothing's taken out of the field per se. These are grown here. They may be bush hogged and tilled into the soil, but you know, nothing's harvested and taken away. So the plant is born here, it dies here, and it goes back in the field here. These are just for wildlife, for dove hunting, and for deer, and for lots of songbirds that enjoy them. So we're going to send these soil samples off, and then hopefully, you know, in a month or two, we'll get some results emailed back to us, and they'll have their recommendations on what we need to do to make this field of sunflowers the best that it can be. So thank you this morning. You know, it's something that I talked about doing the soil sample, and we've got it done. So now we got to get it mailed out and shipped up to Raleigh, and see what they say. So until I give you my next video, or we meet again, just remember that this is all God's creation, and we are stewards of it. And we are blessed to be given the chance to do things like this. And I just want to thank the Lord above for the many blessings that He's given me and my family, and the ones I don't even know about, and the ones that are yet to come. So El Jefe out.